for these two teams. Different first day, but came out this morning, lost their first quarter-finals, but won their second games and placed themselves in a position. It's the 5th, 6th playoff, but it's actually the plate final. So again, some silverware on offer. Not software, silverware.
Trevor Gregory will be standing by with his mitts on the cup. Told me he'd been kissing babies on this tour. He had lost count of babies he'd kissed in the VIP section. Great diplomat for rugby is Trevor. Here comes Singapore. We just saw their men in their final match, and the ladies have done well today. I'm going to go with Thailand on this one. Two different styles of play. The Singaporeans tend to have individual runners that just take it forward, whereas I like the handling and the wide passes by the Thais, but perhaps the weather might suit Singapore. But I do like how Thailand have played their rugby today.
I like as we're getting down to the final placings, Grant, how you get yours in early. I would have probably gone for Thailand myself, but as you've gone for the cert, I'll have to go for Singapore. Very beautifully by Samantha too. The Hong Kong guys got to know as our liaison officer in the Singapore 7 some years ago. Fantastic servant of Singapore rugby. Early pressure, early possession to Thailand. Singapore working hard at the contact area, and the judge there to have handled the ball, and so a penalty to Thailand deep inside their own half. And a switch of play. Certainly the weather being a leveller in these instances. Referee's going to need to look. There's an injury to a Thai player. Great play. Lovely inside ball. Again, Singapore getting back, not Thailand have a ball their own way. But well taken on by Mia Lim from the team. Yushri taking that ball on, and a fantastic offload. Lovely continuity play by Thailand. Limrat being released in the far wide channel to open the scores for Thailand. So Thailand taking an early lead, 5-0 with the conversion to come. We've got some concerns back in the Thailand half. One of the Thai players down after taking a heavy hit at the contact area. See the medics signalling for assistance and maybe the stretcher, but she is set up, but back to the action. So Limrat attempting to add the extra points to her own try. GS pushing it across the face of the goals, past the left hand upright. So time to take a breath. Just 2 minutes into this women's plate final, the Asian 7 Series women's event, first one of the season, the Sharks China Sevens in Qingdao. For anyone joining us for this final from Singapore and Thailand, it's been a strange old day. An hour ago we were playing in 30 degrees of sunshine, weather front turning conditions and deteriorating conditions over the last hour to what it was when we finished today. Light drizzle, wet conditions, difficult underfooting. So the Thai girl up on her feet and looking as if it's a shoulder injury, the way that she's clutching her hand leaving the field, but it looks not too worse for wear. So Thailand to get the game going after a early score by them. She's just going over the 10, presenting an opportunity for repossession, which is gathered in nicely by Chun Chummy. And pressure from lovely pickup, great leg drive by Peruano for Thailand. I thought maybe that was off the foot, but I judged to be off the hands and foot. So Scrum down, an opportunity just inside their own half for Singapore to build their first attacking opportunity this game. Clean possession. So Samantha Cho defeat the scrum. Under a lot of pressure, Thailand illegally turning the scrum there to gain an advantage, so the penalty going to Singapore and opting to go to touch. Take the line out. Quite sure on quite a few occasions today, a number of the teams, men and women, have opted to go to lineouts and then lost possession, primary lineout possession, but not that time. Well taken by Singapore. Under pressure. Great defence by Thailand, pushing hard. And indeed ripped clear and turned over at the maul. But again, the ball being spewed out wide. Poor pass, but regathered, and fantastic pace by number 7, Yushri, for Thailand, and fantastic opportunity. It looked as if the ball had gone loose and Singapore pressurising, but no knock on. And Yushri regathering the ball and running unopposed under the post 40 metres out. So taking the score out to 12-10 with the conversion added by Puranon for Thailand. So Thailand with 2 minutes left on the clock with this first half of the plate final. Thailand taking a 12-0 lead. Thailand set their restart. Nice little long deep kick. Needs to be controlled by the Singaporean team. A lovely short ball. Looking to recycle. Clean ball but under pressure. Short ball from Samantha Cho. Out. Ball carrying from Mothma. And kicked through then with possession given away to one of the danger girls in this one. And regathered there by Thailand to push the ball wide into the wide channel. Lovely straightening up. Great continuity play by Thailand. No offside line being set, so the Singapore girls unfortunately there in front of the back foot. So again penalised the contact area. Allowing Thailand to slow the game down. With just a minute left on the clock of this first half. Thailand opting to go to the set piece, as lots of these teams have been doing late in this game. So was conserving energy. So Chomfley, sorry, Parabanon to put this ball in. Nice clean ball, fed back by Thailand out into midfield. Lovely hands, releasing the two danger girls on this side. And indeed, what a fantastic run around play there. And Nimarat supporting her home pass on the looping, arcing run around the outside of the Singaporean defence to score with just 30 seconds left of this first half, and really taking the initiative as we move towards half time. With a conversion to come, Thailand taking a 17-0 lead. Probably what is the last play of the first half. And indeed unable to add the extra points, but we are going to get a kick-off. So Thailand 17, Singapore 0 as we move towards the half-time whistle. So Chafi to kick off. Oh, poor take by Samantha Toe. Was it knocked on? Yeah, indeed it was. Unable to gather that in these conditions, but I don't think we'll have another play indeed. And Farouk bringing conclusion to the half. So in this plate final of the women's China Asian 7 Series event, Half time, Thailand leading Singapore 17-0. You might want to tell her, I don't know if you can, to follow at the end of these games. The camera is doing what it's always done, which is on this presentation going on. Yeah, last one. Yeah. Because they so tight on just like the feedback side. We'll try to, because the teams has to line up. You just get top man. Come in. Then come in. So here we go, just clearing the field of the substitutes and coaching teams for the second half of this women's plate final. Thailand leading Singapore 17-0 at half time. Thailand to kick off. Looking to take a little bit of silverware back to Thailand. So a cheeky little kick down the left hand side and indeed retaining possession. Although a lot of these penalties for sealing at the contact area by the attacking team, indeed it's been consistently administered by the referees this weekend. So early possession to Singapore for that infringement at the contact area. Great offload. A lovely distribution. Unfortunately, receiver slipping in these tough conditions now. And again, I think there's going to be a penalty for sealing. To be fair, the referees have been asking the attacking team to allow a contest at the contact area, but on 2 consecutive occasions there, the Thai girls being adjudged to have sealed off and not allowing a contest. Nice touch finding kicking, taking the Singapore Marine team into the 22 of the Thailand team. So head and feed to Singapore and a great attacking option. Overthrow there, making it anyone's ball at the tail, but nicely gathered in by Limrat. Try score earlier for Thailand. Great possession, just a little bit too much skill and too much presence for the Singapore girls at the moment, and there's the counter penalty. Great tap and go by Shom Hui for Thailand, but unfortunately critically not able to control the ball in the contact area. But Thailand really wanting to get on with this game and keep the continuity and the pace of the game high. For anyone just joining us, this is the plate final of the women's event, the first of the Asian 7 series in Qingdao, China. Thailand versus Singapore. Thailand, both teams hoping to take a bit of silverware home at the end of this tough 2 days. Singapore in the driving seat at the moment. Sorry, Thailand in the driving seat at the moment. Scrum down, 3 minutes into the second half of this game. Head and ball now to Singapore. A bit scrappy at the contact area, and the Thai girls looking to hold the ball up and create them all, or whether there's some illegal play in there. It looks like there's been a knee twist, a leg twist, referee rightly so blowing up. Singaporean girl in some considerable pain there. As you can see on your screens, bit of a shock as well to her, I think. Often the case, but seems to be okay. I'll just stay on the field, so. So Ni Wu joining the fray for Singapore. A physical presence to the scrum situation, so mounted so to put the ball in for Singapore. Going to get the ball away and release her White Girls. A lovely kick forward there by number 7 Mi Lim. But wow, fantastic gathering by Limrat for Thailand. Great feet, and indeed she's come inside, and is she going to be caught? What a fantastic return. She's been a huge influence on the performances of this Thailand throughout the weekend, and what a great return. Arcing run, beating 2 players, having fielded the kick downfield, a full 16 metres, and the second try of the day, sorry, the second try of the game. Limrat, number 9 for Thailand, a fantastic return. And certainly now with 2 minutes 30 left on the clock of this game, that score taking the game beyond the Singaporean team, but I'm sure they'll continue to fight and look for the elusive score in this plate final. So unable to add the 2 points. 2 minutes left of this plate final. So Thailand set to get the game underway, having taken a 22-0 lead with that try from Limrat. Easily taken by Singapore, but under pressure immediately on the edge of the 22. What has been a stern Thai defence, and indeed turning the ball over. Fantastic footwork by Rushdie. A little shimmy and back inside, and again adding to earlier score. So fantastic footwork there, freeing herself up from a tight situation for 30 metres out, and then showing a clean pair of heels to the covering Singapore defence. So great score by Rushdie for Thailand. Conversion to come as we approach the final minute of this ladies' plate final. Attempt just going across the face of the goals. 27-0. Thailand leads Singapore as we approach the final and dying seconds of this women's plate final. There'll be time for 1 or 2 more plays. So Jopumi to start the game. And indeed Thai girls just getting a bit lazy there, complacent probably, and they're able to with the 27-zip lead. But indicative of the way Singapore have approached this game and this tournament. So mounted so very keen to get their girls organised and never go scoring the last score of this plate encounter. Oh, great take, fantastic adjustment there. Indeed it has gone forward, and will we bring the conclusion? Yeah, that's the final whistle. End of the game. So many congratulations to the Thai girls on their plate victory. Fantastic day's work for them. Commiserations to Singapore, who have not given up all tournament. So Singapore needs to be proud of their girls, and fantastic effort by both teams in some difficult conditions. But the plate winners of the Asian 7 Series Women's Opening event in Qingdao, China. The honours going to Thailand with a fine 27-0 victory over a valiant Singapore team. So Thailand 27, Singapore 0. I believe while we're watching the highlights of the second half, I believe that there'll be a presentation of the plate by none other than Asian Rugby President, Mr. Trevor Gregory. Girls just thanking the crowd. The weather has not been kind to the spectators, and